Good morning everyone and welcome back to Drew Drives. Today we're going for a drive in this 2023 Mercedes GLC 300 4MATIC Coupe AMG line. So this vehicle has a pretty nice interior. Yeah, I like the Mercedes AMG style steering wheel with the flat bottom look to it. The screen is a little bit small. I do notice that like some 2023 models have like the new revised interior that you see in a lot of Benzes, but this one doesn't, which is interesting to me. But yeah, you do have Apple CarPlay, and I believe you have Android Auto. It is wired though, as you can see over there, but you can buy a wireless dongle, which is right here too. You can use the screen, you can buy touchscreen, or you can use this touchpad down here. Seems pretty easy to use, and this is like, yeah, basically like a mouse pad kind of, and then it gives you feedback every time you press on it. And you have a full digital gauge cluster, you have metal shift paddles, Burmester audio, nice open pore wood trim. This has like the AMG saddle brown interior, which looks really nice. So let's take a look at this window sticker. 2-liter inline 4 turbo engine, 255 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, permanent all-wheel drive with the 4MATIC, 9-speed automatic transmission, 9G Tronic as Mercedes calls it. A black headliner, AMG saddle brown leather is a $16-20 option on this car. You have driver assist package in this one, and AMG line will give you body styling, AMG body styling, brushed aluminum sport pedals, AMG floor mats, perforated front brake disc with Mercedes-Benz calipers. The total price on this vehicle when it was new was $67,395. And you have 22 miles per gallon of combined driving for fuel economy. You have ventilated seats and heated seats, as you can see there. Like almost basically all Mercedes models, you have to control the seats with that on the door. It's not on the side of the seat. You do have thigh extension, but you have to use it's not manual, it's automatic, which is kind of cool. I like the buttons, they're all like metal, high quality. I like these AMG line wheels, they look pretty good. And yeah, it does have drilled rotors, as you saw on that window sticker, and the silver Mercedes-Benz calipers. This SUV coupe thing has been an interesting trend for many automakers in recent years. Rear legroom looks kind of good. And here's your fuel door. Here's your rear trunk space. You have a cargo net, or a net to hold down your cargo, I guess. You also have a tonneau cover, or cargo cover. Nice. And you can fold down the seats with those metal switches on either end. This car looks pretty good. It looks premium for sure. And I really do like the brown interior. The brown interior is real nice. Gotta say that. So this car, I do believe it's a bit underpowered. With only having 255 horsepower, I would expect more. Especially for its sticker price, brand new. At almost 70 grand, you're getting 255 horsepower is pretty underwhelming. I mean, this car definitely is very luxurious, but it is missing the power that it needs. I think it needs at least 300 horsepower when you're paying that much money. But that's just me. I am in the Sport Plus mode right now, so let's see how this car drives. You also have a head-up display in here, which is cool. It's actually pretty peppy. It's pretty quick, despite having a 4-cylinder. I mean, it is turbocharged, so the low-end torque's pretty good. But personally, I'm just not a fan of how turbocharged 4-cylinders sound in general. They're not the best sounding motors. I personally am not very used to roundabouts. So yeah, it does get up to speed pretty quick. That's good acceleration. It definitely is quicker than I thought it would be. But yeah, as I was saying, it's just the engine noise is what I'm really underwhelmed by. I mean, it's just like, I mean, that's how turbo 4-cylinders sound. That's just how they sound, right? But if it was me, I'd personally get like a V6. I want to get like a one with a V6. But I'm just very nitpicky when it comes to things like that. Most people probably won't care about the stuff that I'm really mentioning, but I'm just very picky when it comes to how I want an engine to sound and everything. But I do like the transmission. It's pretty quick in terms of shifting. But yeah, like, this interior is definitely a very nice place to spend time. It's real luxurious in here. The seats feel great. The steering wheel feels really nice. You have the nice perforated leather. And I love the touches. The metal touches give it a premium vibe. And the interior materials definitely feel a lot closer to being on par with the price tag. Brand new. I mean, obviously, pre-owned, you could get great values on these. These are like in the $40,000 range. Certified pre-owned, like 1 or 2 years old. So that's a really good value, right? And at that point, yeah, it's a great value. And as I said, it's a pretty good looking car. I actually like the way this GLC 300 Coupe looks. I don't like the GLE Coupe. It looks kind of weird to me because it's much bigger than this one, if I'm thinking about the right car. That's a white Cybertruck right there. I hate the way the Cybertruck looks. I hate that car. If you guys have any opinions on that, be sure to share it. I want to hear what y'all think of the Cybertruck. So yeah, this car is the ride is comfortable. Let me put it in a different mode to see how it handles. I'm gonna put it in comfort, see how it does there. Yeah, the suspension just quickly became a bit softer, which is nice. It's quiet in here for sure, really isolated. Even though I'm kind of on a bumpy road, like, it still feels pretty good. But yeah, definitely the transmission is pretty laggy in this comfort mode. That was a pretty decent lag when I'm trying to get off the line or just get some quick acceleration. But yeah, if you like Mercedes-Benzes and you want a nice daily driving GLC, this is a nice car. But if you want performance, you got to get a 43 AMG or 63 AMG. I mean, this will definitely get the job done, but if you're like a car enthusiast, you'd probably want more. But yeah, you definitely have to be in Sport Plus for the transmission to respond more aggressively. And yeah, the engine noise, I just can't get over it. It's just so unenticing. Yeah, I love the wheel. The wheel is awesome. I personally I'm just really not like a huge Mercedes guy. I'm a BMW guy, and I'm never really I've driven a few Mercedes. Like, the AMGs are monstrous vehicles, but for some reason I'm just like always been drawn towards BMW. But Mercedes-Benz, I do have to say, their interiors are definitely more luxurious than BMW's. That's where I'd say BMW has Mercedes beat in performance for sure, but like the driving dynamics and everything. But everything else, But yeah, luxury wise, Mercedes, like these new Mercedes interiors are pretty insane. They're really, really good. Can't argue anything on that end. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is a... not familiar with this area, so... Gonna find a quiet place to wrap up the video. Yeah, I just really like these metal switches. That's one thing I really like about this car. The switch gear feels fantastic. And you have a 360-degree camera system. I forgot to show the camera system. So let's see how it fits in a parking spot. Oh yeah, auto start stop, I hate that in any car, it's horrible. But yeah, so here's the 360 camera, pretty good resolution, and this car fits pretty easily between the lines because it is not that big of an SUV, it's a crossover really, so it's nice. But yeah, so overall thoughts on this vehicle, it's luxurious, the interior feels great, all the materials are nice, it's a pretty good looking coupe SUV, not a lot of coupe SUVs look that good to me. But yeah, the transmission, it's pretty good in Sport Plus, but it's a bit laggy in other modes. I do think this car needs some more power, but it will get the job done. And the engine noise is not all that great. But again, that's just me being nitpicky. But so if you want a GLC and you just want something luxurious to drive around in every day, this will be great for you. But if you want a more performance-oriented drive, you have to get the GLC 43 AMG Coupe or the 63, which is monstrous, has monstrous power. But anyways, that is about it. Thank you for watching another video of Drew Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and be sure to check out the rest of the channel to view any more automotive videos, daily uploads, so stay tuned.